It's been a while. You were really the missing link because they had some of the vision and then the operational side, they had it down, but they were missing this component. And it's really your vision to really transform this into that, really what the company is now. And that
Yes,
leads me into the
and
next.
this is a this is not a typical mistake, but it's a typical issue for
Mhm,
F&B
mhm,
industry. Why? Because most of the company and small and mid companies are focused on day by day operation or weekly operation instead of being ready for the next 10 years and
mhm,
how your governance of the company will be. So it's like you have to make your masterpiece following different things, going through the general to the particular in order to
mhm.
build the company for the future. And this is something that in general, most of the small companies are not taking care of.
And that really leads me into the next question that, because I've known, of course, the company has experienced aggressive growth really in the past 7 years. And what strategies or what was your really your vision for building this growth? And then you're talking about building it like a 10-year. So what are some of the things, what were your thought process in coming up with this vision and strategy for the next 10 years?
Yes, in order to make, because of course, the first things or the most important thing is to have the corporate governance for the company and also the strategy, short term, mid term, and long term strategy to make it well and sustainable. In our case, in order to grow, we have three main pillars to make any decision to grow. And this is key. Why? Because we want to be focused on the right growing process and expansion in order to be successful and continue adding value to the company, to the business and shareholders, as typically a company does. And my strategy is based on three pillars. One is diversification, no, is key, and we used to have most of our operation concentrated in Miami Beach, and we started the diversification process in order to mitigate the risk of our portfolio, our concept. No, it means that the diversification is in place not only in regions, for example, Nevada, South Florida, we are exploring New York, LA, Orlando, not only by region, but also by segment, no? Because we are
Mhm.
diverse from QSR, that is quick service
Right.
restaurant, where we have in play, we created 2 years ago a concept called Cortadito Coffee House. It's typical coffee shop where you have is a mix of coffee, pastry, bowls that is QSR service, and then we have on the opposite a polished casual or high. We don't have fine dining, but we have since QSR business, we have fast casual, we have casual dining and polished casual dining concept. So this is
Mhm.
by segment of business, but also we are diversifying the business itself because we are an F&B and also we're moving to real estate and hotel business. So this is key for us to be sustainable and to improve the value and the consistency of our portfolio. On the other
Mhm.
hand, it's very important that every single decision that we have to take in order to continue growing is branding. No, we want to have our branding awareness and development in place. No, so that's
Mhm.
why part of our goal is to improve the trademark of the business and also the intangible asset. So we don't want to continue growing or developing new brands. We want to be focused on the brands that we understand we can expand nationwide. No, and
Mhm.
number three is the profit and the EBITDA. No, we have to be sure that our business model will be higher than today's 18% EBITDA. So
Mhm.
if we are not accomplishing with one of the three pillars, the other two have to be very strong to move forward. So that's the way
Mhm.
we are organizing our expansion.